So that's the whole thing. So that's how they look like when I'm in there. Oh, wow. What's up, guys? Brunsnick's back, and it's time for another wacky accessory review. Today, I have bowling fingers. Bowling fingers. A company reached out to me. They saw my steel fingers video from a while back and said, hey, we make this product called bowling fingers, and I think you'd like these a lot more. Well, I'm here to test those out. We're about to see what bowling fingers are all about, but before we get to that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's see what bowling fingers does for me. All right, it's time to talk about bowling fingers. So, like I said, the steel fingers video came out, and I got hit up by this company to review these. And I told them, as long as you don't care what I say about them, when I try them, we're going to talk about it. So this is the device. It is patented, patent number 8870670 for all you patent nerds that like to look that kind of stuff up. But let's read about it and talk about it. So strength in numbers is the idea behind the patented finger support. 2 together is stronger than 1. Bowling fingers temporarily joins the fingers together, providing a consistently strong shot with less chance for finger, hand, or tendon injury. I could have come and helped before I hurt mine whole long time ago. Onward. Built-in screw and key adjustment for sizing, durable plastic design, lasts a lifetime. Add tape for comfortable fit for all ages, levels of bowlers. Use regularly or help with a hand injury, strengthen a shot, adds ball revs and hook. Quickly slides on and off, can be used with other braces, gloves, etc. I have a few. All right, so this company is out of Illinois. Bowling fingers, so we'll talk about all that. So this device, unlike steel fingers, which has all the Velcro, just has one piece. This is all one piece, and this part is the adjustment, so these will slide right over. Obviously you want them a little bit snugger than that so they don't just slide on and off, but I think that is the general area of where we want it, because if I put it too far, then I can't bend my fingers properly. So I think right in there, so it has this little Allen key that you just go in there and you adjust the screw down and tighten them up. And I think once you get them dialed in, there we go, so that they don't easily just come off. So that's where we're at. We're going to start it right there. I'll leave the Allen key close by. But yeah, so main glaring thing is, ooh, yeah, that's not going to work. Let me loosen that up a little bit. Is I cannot use this with my Sarge grip. That was the issue with steel fingers, but steel fingers I could still take off and make it so that I could use it with just one finger. All right, so I think that's a little bit better. We'll see. So I have a ball here that we drilled regular. I'm going to try it out. And yeah, this is going to be very strange for me. I'm not sure exactly placement-wise where or how far that's supposed to go down, judging by the fingers, by the picture, I should say. I don't know. I'm just going to try it. Let's go. Gosh, I haven't bowled in fingertip in a long while. I feel like I'm not really in the ball very well, but let's just throw it. All right. Wasn't sure what I was going to feel there. Said, you know, I felt like my fingers weren't all the way in the ball. I feel like maybe this part should be a little lower. So I don't know, maybe I can adjust this, but by the bend of this, it should be right on top of the knuckle. So I'm just going to try placing it down a little bit more and we'll see. All right. Let's tighten it up just a smidge there. All right. Let's get a little rosin, swipe off the ball. Let's try it again. I'm really a glutton for punishment with these kind of videos ever since I started doing them. So that's the whole thing. So that's how they look like when I'm in there. So I backed it off a little bit. So now we'll try it again. So I really feel like I gotta bury my fingers. One, I haven't used a regular conventional fingertip, I guess, fingertip grip in a while. Now I'm trying to just let my fingers relax and kind of let it push back against these when I'm in there, because I feel like if I grip it, then this isn't really doing anything. If you can see that, it kind of just sits above here. So it does, I think, want to give you some support there. But I don't know. I got to get through the first few shots of learning how to hold the ball with a fingertip grip and just kind of relax. I don't have any pain or anything. Like, I can definitely feel like maybe the ring finger's just a little bit snug. Maybe. Is it cutting off circulation yet? I don't know. Maybe I should back it off a little bit. I just didn't want it to slip off. I guess that was the first thought, was what if it slips off and goes down the lane? All right. Maybe I can not have my finger turn purple there. So I am always interested in bowling devices. You know, there are some different ones out there, and the fact that these are actually patented, it's kind of interesting. All right. I don't really feel it when I'm in the ball, so I guess that's good. Oh, wow. I mean, they're not bad. You know, if I were to compare them to like steel fingers, I would say that these are a lot less clumsy. Now, the only thing I probably would change, if I were to change anything, is I would add a little bit of padding inside, like a thin piece of like rubberized tape, just to give it a less hard feel on the fingers. You know, because like I said, I don't know how loose these are supposed to be. I'm playing it by ear. This is the first time I'm trying these. You know, I can't exactly just go grab a ball and go, because I have Sarge grip and I just can't, these don't work. The only way they'd work is if I cut this part off, but I don't think that would be very good. All right, I'm gonna loosen them up even more. If they fly off, well, I mean, I guess that's the end of the video. Just kidding, I'll find them. All right, I loosened them up just a little bit, just to kind of soften the feel and just kind of get an idea. But is it helping my release? Is it helping my revs? Hard to say. Get it. The one thing I do feel is I can feel the ball on the pads of my fingers at release just a little bit better. I think if anything, that's what I feel. Now, strength in numbers, is binding your fingers together a good thing? I mean, does this actually offer a lot of support back here? You know, I'm pretty strong, I'm pretty agile, I'm pretty flexible. You know, does it add revs or hook? I mean, I got SPECTO running, so I guess I can look at some of the data. But I'm typically gonna be, you know, 300 RPMs, all the way up to maybe 360, 370 in some videos I've seen, where I'm really cranking it up. So, is it going to change my rev rate? Is it changing right now? Maybe. Doesn't look bad. A lot of back end. I'm going to take a look at some of the SPECTO number real quick, and I'll be right back. First couple shots that I just looked at, you know, the first few were like 320 RPMs. And last few were like 350, 360, and I topped out at like 370. So I think as I get used to it, maybe it can help my rev rate out a little bit. But I'm also not using the same grip that I normally do. You know, this is a fingertip grip. I had to change quite a few things just to get this to work, but let's try it again. Oof. I mean, I think it's a pretty cool device. Maybe use as a training aid. I don't know. Let me try a shot, because obviously I don't throw fingertip very often. So let's try a couple shots without it. And let's see if I see any difference or feel any difference, or if I throw it any different, I don't know. But now I can feel like I can bury my fingers a little bit more for sure. So let's see. Definitely more up the back of the ball. Kind of curious on what my rev rate there was. Felt like my ball speed went up because I was not very timid with that. Now SPECTO just read that one is 415 RPMs. I gotta try it again to make sure that wasn't a fluke. I haven't been over 400 RPMs in a really long time. So let's try it again. Maybe we're going back to fingertip. I need those revs. Let's go check. I mean, I used fingertip for a long time. 413 RPMs without it. With it was more like 350, 360. So, for me, a little more experienced player, having more free range of what my fingers are doing actually adds revs and actually performs better. More revolutions, consistent there. But let me try to give it the business a little bit. Because I think these just don't allow me to bury my fingers like I like to with a fingertip here. Let's try it. All right, let me check the numbers on that one now. Yeah, so 382 RPMs on that one. So I get more revs by going to a fingertip grip as opposed to Sarge. I'm actually trying to rev it up. That one I really tried to rev it up. I'm gonna bring this down just a little bit and see what that does. I kind of think it's defeating the purpose now. Yeah, I can't do it. Well, let's try it again. Hey, trip the 4. Yeah, I mean, these things retail for like 28 bucks. Do I think they're a cool device? Yeah. I mean, they're a lot better than steel fingers. I think if you have some issues with maybe some finger pain, I do feel like it does give a little bit. But for you seasoned players, do I think it's really a necessary device? No, not really. Unless you're suffering from some pain in your tendons or whatever, but you should really get your grip checked out. But that's my first look, and that's my review of bowling fingers. Another cool, wacky device from bowling is patented, pretty cool. Got any questions, comments? Put them in the link below. We'll talk to you guys soon. Please subscribe.